Hello, welcome to this third episode in my Warframe series. Last episode, we went through my dojo, and in the first episode, we went through some of the open world areas, as well as a kind of gentle sort of introduction to Warframe in general. So I thought we'd continue on the open world thing and go and visit the Cambion Drift on one of the moons of Mars, Deimos, which is a bit of an infected place, but it's got a really unique and interesting open world. And then after that, we go and visit the Duviri Paradox area, which is quite new to me. My son and I have been exploring it, so I was very intrigued by it, and it is a really interesting area. So we'll go and check those out. So thanks for joining me again. And if you've not been here before, then welcome. So my name's David. I've worked in the games industry for over 17 years. I started at Traveller's Tales, I went to Bizarre Creations, and then I spent 12 years as an environment artist at Rockstar Games. So I'm rocking Nidus here. You might notice that change of Warframe from last time. I maxed out, what was I using? Valkyr, I think I was using last time, wasn't I? A kind of hovering and sort of airborne Warframe, you know. But this is Nidus. He likes the infestation, you know. He's a bit of an infested themed guy. So look at him there. It looks really good, doesn't it? Look at the detail on all that. Oh, and I'm really enjoying using Nidus as well. And let's just oh, hey there, Snowy. Looking pretty cool there. He's just having a little chill out. I'm actually using Shade as my companion at the moment. He's like a stealth-based, sort of robotic, hovering guy. Pretty cool. It's good for if you want to do some sneaking missions. And we've got the infested room wide open. Nidus seems to like it in here. He's right at home. And look, oy, look at his little tendrils. Doesn't that look cool? Ooh, closed up. Walks in. Zoop.
Sadly, this vile
Oh.
mass serves you and your warframes. A necessary evil.
Yeah, Ordis, the ship's AI, is not keen on this room. He's not keen at all on the mess. And I've been looking at more in this room. Look at that beast down there beneath the floor. My little Hoover buddy is doing his best to sort of clean up a bit, but it's not happening, is it? You know, sorry, little guy, but you've got your work cut out for you here. Yeah, well, apparently we are ready to harvest his cyst, but I don't think we're gonna. I don't think we're gonna. We're gonna keep the cyst on our neck there. Where's that creature gone? Oh, there it is. Look at it. It looks very menacing, doesn't it? Ugh. Ugh. It's a very creepy place. So, anyway, though, I love Nidus's head antennae that have popped out there. Kind of wish he would keep them out normally, but it looks awesome. Well, away they go. Bloop. Yeah. Right. I've been playing a lot of this game recently. Really enjoying it. And I've got a really excellent gun that I'm really pleased with. The Twin Comac, which are basically hand cannons. And I've managed to get my first Ribbon mod. Look at that fellow there. Ah, it's awesome. It's all purple and groovy. But look at that. Plus 152% cold, 142 toxin. Plus 0.7 damage to the Corpus Gang. And it's a Mastery Rank 12, which I just made Mastery Rank 13. So that's all nice. And I've generally been doing all sorts of funky stuff to my Warframes. I've been formering them and having a good old time maxing out my mods and stuff. All of these lovely mods here. Look at that. Slip magazine, magazine capacity, 200% damage, reload speeds, and all sorts of fun stuff. But look at that. Doesn't that look fancy, that thing? Ah, nice. And I'm loving the power of this gun. But anyway, let's move on. There we are. Because this is all old news to you high-level people out there, isn't it, really? I'm just a bit of a lower level person here. I'm thinking it's all fancy. But let's go. Let's bring up the solar system. Here's Mars. There's Deimos. There's Phobos. Away we go to Deimos, to Infection Land, the Cambion Drift. Now you can get a sense of it there. Let's go. The Cambion Drift, way back somehow, it got badly infected with the infestation, and it's very organic looking. Just check this out here. Look at that. So there's the core of Phobos in there, and all these tendrils and stuff are coming out from around it. So we arrive in the Necrolisk, which is like a kind of, well, it's an old Orokin ruin, as you can see from here. Very distinct architecture from the Orokin. All this gold and really nice design stuff, you know. But we're inside this sort of huge cyst sort of thing. It's all a bit, but yeah, check it out there. Look at that. All these tendrils reaching out literally into space. You know, I mean, Phobos is not a big moon. It's you know, it's a relatively small thing, and I don't even think it's not even spherical, is it? You know, it's more like a potato. It's not big enough to sort of form a proper sphere, but you know, it's big enough for an open world landscape. There is well, a very menacing creature. I can't remember what he's called now. Fast. He's called Fast, that thing. And there's an opposite number to this guy who are locked in a sort of eternal struggle for dominance, and he's called Vom, I believe. And alternate times, this one is dominant, and the other one, which I think he's a bit blue coloured, you know, colour coded, and they are sort of lurking around on the periphery of the landscape. Look at that thing there. Imagine that. It's a bit like the facehuggers from Alien, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, so we've got the moon, and there's the Necrolisk, a big old pus-filled cyst, isn't it? All very, yeah. But there's all sorts of stuff here. Ooh, look at that. Can we shoot that? We can shoot all sorts of stuff. All these sacks of organic matter, and I think we're going to bust out the Necromech, and we'll see how we go. Let's go. Yeah, this guy makes it a bit more manageable with all the baddies around this part. There we are. It's all good. Okay. And we've got what passes for rivers here. We're kind of like a gelatinous organic blue, nasty little mites coming out of all the enemies here. Fairly safe in the Necromech, I feel. You know, it's a lot of good protection here. Got a natural rock, and then you can just see all these sort of organic growths that are connected and coming out from this sort of central Necrolisk, it looks like, and Mars beyond there. Oh, okay. You want a bit of this? See you later. Oh, someone else is... more infested. Bye-bye. Ooh. Look at that thing. Awesome. I think it might be a good time to maybe have a little fly. Let's get the Arcwing out. Invalid launch point. Oh, fair enough. I think I have to be on, you know, fairly level ground for reasons. Right. That's my gear wheel. All my fancy gear. Here we go. Arcwing launcher. So we'll get a nice good view of the place from up in the air, I think. Yeah, look at all that. They're reaching out into space. That's really nice, isn't it? So it's not as big an area as the Plains of Eidolon or Orb Vallis, but it does have quite a lot of sort of verticality to it. You know, there's lots of caves and stuff. You can sort of generally see the lay of the land there. Got the Necrolisk perched on this sort of promontory here. You can sort of see the edge of it here, really. But you know, check out the backdrop. Isn't that good? That's a really nicely done backdrop. And it's really interesting, isn't it? It's a very unique area. I got all that reaching out into space. So yeah, there's sort of ruins dotted around here. Let's see if we can't go out and find a little cave to chill out in. We'll see what's down here. This looks quite interesting down here. Ah, yeah. Here we go. We're getting more. All sorts of connective tissue. I'm kind of looking for a bit of a cave system. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, let's follow this down here. Yeah. Excellent. Chaos. But yeah, I find it quite a difficult area actually. It's you know, I've been working toward getting that Helminth segment for the orbiter so that I can sort of breed some kind of infested companion creatures, you know, like my dog. And oh, look at these like here. What's that? It's a burrowing crypt something or other. Look at that. Yeah.
A little overzealous
Goodbye.
there, Tenno. You were not supposed to massacre it.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah. That's one of the quest givers in this area. Let's bust out the Tokamak. What's it called? Comac. Wow. There we go. The fire rate speeds up as you hold down the button. Is that a bait station? Interesting. It very quickly sort of gets overwhelming on Deimos, I find. No doubt you more experienced players out there have got it all sorted, but I'm still quite inexperienced in here. But you know, a nice little cave down here, and you can just sort of wander for quite a while, going down and down and down. A rather interesting sphincter, and I think that'll take us somewhere. Will it? I seem to recall going into these, but no, it won't let me in. Perhaps it's for the best, eh? Oh, hello. Yes. Go viral. Kill 150 enemies with viral damage. I do have some viral damage on my handguns here. Yeah. Pop that. Zip. There we go. So, what have we got here? Oh yeah, that's another quest giver. Wake Mother. So basically kind of like bounty quests that you can do to get various possible rewards and stuff of varying difficulty.
Yes, definitely the better part of valor.
Discretion is, isn't it? Yes. So, now we're looking here. Yeah, look at that. How nice. Whoa, some baddies firing from somewhere. Yeah, let's have a look over here. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'm liking the vibe around here. Some more creatures. Oh, really satisfying using this gun. It's just like bursting baddies. Let's float over here. Oh, I think this is a little jumpy pod. Is it? Yep. Whee! Let's have a little glide down there. Oh, and another cave down there. There's so many little sort of hidden nooks and places that, you know, I mean, I think I've barely scratched the surface of this place, you know. Alright, goodbye. And it's kind of like exploring the innards of a body, really, isn't it? Oh, look here, yeah. So that we've got some old ancient technology, sort of overgrown with all this organic stuff. Little pond. Oh, interesting, yeah. So bits of old tech and stuff. Goodbye. Check that out. What is that? A volatile cyst. Ooh, it burst before I could even shoot it. Ooh, a little resource. So is this... Oh, where did I come in? Oh, a Rollizaur infested cyst. Everything's sort of infested, isn't it? Yeah. Cool. Right. I think that's a fairly brief yet interesting intro to this place. Now, I think we'll just dispatch this chap here. Goodbye. Look at that. See you later. Big old... It's like a sort of centipede creature, isn't it? Oh. There's lots to collect, you know, all sorts to collect. So yeah, we'll just get a little bit of a view up here. Oh, I love having the Archwing. It's so great. You can just get about so easily. I mean, look at it. Doesn't it look great? It's really interesting. How many games like have such interesting landscapes? You know, the more I play Warframe, the cooler it gets. Oh yeah, it's just I'm having a blast playing it. I really am. Look at that there. Oh, look at that lighting. Yeah. And down here, yep, you gloopy river. Oh, I know I said we were going to wrap it up there, but I've just got sucked into this interesting spot here. Oh, more, you know, more buried ruins and stuff. Look at that, a membrane, almost like an eardrum, isn't it? Yeah. It's great. Look, hello? Yes. And you can even, you know, you can do all the usual things here as well. You can go fishing. There's mining to be done. There's, you know, all sorts of stuff to sort of do, see, and the little mites there. Oh, they freak me out, those things. Now, I kind of got a bit lost now, haven't I? Where did I come from? Where did I come from? There we are. Look at that there. Oh, man. Isn't that great? It is unique. Can't say this enough. I mean, just, you know, let's just pause a bit and just take that in. I mean, Nidus is the perfect Warframe for this place as well. And it just fits right in. Well, it's lovely soft lighting coming through those membranes. And these sort of sacks of, you know, stuff. Translucent gubbins traveling through these arteries and stuff. I mean, what great art direction you've got going on. Yeah, I mean, well done, Digital Extremes. Just well done. Yeah, endlessly fascinating. And, you know, it's nice we've got, I know I got a little bit lost there, didn't I? But, you know, generally, leading back to the surface, you've got the more white light as opposed to the red, you know, so I reckon we could probably go out there or up here out into the, well, it's not exactly daylight, is it? Whatever it is. And there's Mars, and there's the Necrolis. So that's your kind of guidepost, you know. That's where the hub is, kind of analogous to Fortuna on Venus, the town, or Cetus on the plains of Eidolon, the sort of central hub towns. And there's the old wormy creature, Facehugger Man. Oh, hello. Whoa, airborne beasts. Oh yeah, you want a bit of this? Come on. There you go, see you later. Right, so I think we'll leave that there. Oh. And we can extract to the orbiter. Right, back on the orbiter we are here. And yeah, you also might notice I've got a new interior decor going on. It's always nice to have a little change, isn't it? So, back to the mission, and let's go to the Duviri paradox. Now, you access it through this tab up here. I don't know where it is on the map. I don't know. It's kind of a weird area. It's a bit dreamy, almost ethereal, and yeah, dreamlike. This Duviri experience. Let's go. And yeah, it's almost like a sort of different dimension. I've not really figured out fully what's going on. No doubt, you know, a lot of you watching will know all about it, don't you? And you're like going, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Right, and so you start here, and it seems to be a great place to sort of experience different Warframes for a little bit. You know, I think Digital Extremes are using this as a way to introduce people to new Warframes. You get a little play of them as well, and you can earn new Warframes here. Equinox Prime, nice. Look at that. Yeah, it's kind of quite Greek looking, isn't it? That ancient Greece sort of stuff. Garuda, I love Garuda. I have Garuda. and she's a bit like a vampire sort of thing. Really cool. Wukong. Interesting. I don't believe I have Wukong. Mountain of Strength. And this is the sort of person that you start off with in here. Now, lovely little area in here, isn't it? It's all sorts of little tunnels and interesting little doorway there. This all ties into the lore surrounding the Warframes and operators and the Zariman, if that means anything to you, and all the sort of lore of Warframe. I'm not 100% sure how it all connects, to be quite honest, you know. I'm not familiar enough with it all, but yeah, it's kind of something from the ancient past and meeting with the future and all sorts of weird stuff. But we have a cool horse, which is great. And I just love this starting area, you know. It's really nice, isn't it? It's really well designed. There's all sorts of interesting things going on. Ooh. Yeah, check that out. I don't know what that was. I liked it though, it's nice. Like a little bit of a garden, and I collected some stuff, didn't I? There's a rather fancy mirror. Check that out. Again, I keep thinking I'll see the camera in a Mario style. There is the portal. Oh, look at that. I'm not going in there yet though, because I've not chosen a Warframe. Should we have Garuda or should we do Equinox? But let's do Garuda, because I really like Garuda. Yeah, let's do it. And Garuda. Look at her claws on Garuda. Wow. She's awesome. Love Garuda. Right, and then you basically get to choose some weapons. So, Zymos, quads, a rather cool melee weapon, and Rubico Prime. Let's do it. And let's have that one. Let's get this one here. Excellent. Nice little bit of audio, isn't it? Doo, doo, doo. Lovely. What an interesting sort of collection of weapons there. This is kind of an organic technology handgun I've got there. Oh yeah. Right, let's go. Let's enter the Duviri paradox.
The covetous courtier.
Yes. Yes. So there's all sorts of missions in here.
Duviri's preening peacock was consumed by envy.
Envy.
Oh, many envied him, but he cared nothing for that.
Duviri has owed me for an age.
Very interesting aesthetic, isn't it?
We shall
Not sure I
set
care for the
things
masks
to
and stuff, but
rights. Let us collect.
let's collect. Yeah, so this is, I mean, you can engage with these quests or not, you know. I mean, I'm just going to explore for now. But every time you go into this, it's got a different emotional themed vibe. So they just said envy there, you know, so green with envy, I suppose, isn't it? There's a slight green tinge to everything. There's another one of, I think it's peace or harmony, which is a bit more kind of happy and rainbowy, you know. And there's sadness, and I think there's anger. Or there's a whole sort of very suite of emotions that reflect in the landscape color palette. So, for better or worse, we're on envy today, so that's what we'll deal with. But just check out the environment here. You know, the colors. It's very stylized, isn't it? But if you notice that the colors shift and fade in and out, you know, they've obviously got a sort of global mask that sort of almost scrolls across the landscape. You know, you can see it sort of fading in and out the saturation. So if you look closely, you know, you've got the green colors, the yellowy colors, and then that gray is shifting in and out. And it's a really interesting treatment that I've never really sort of encountered before. You know, it's nothing if not unique. So I've just noticed that we're not our Warframe anymore, are we? And I don't quite know why that is. Maybe it's for one of the other modes, you know. Yeah, it's fine. So let's summon our trusty steed. Wow, check that out. It's a kind of weird horse beast thing, isn't it? So we can have a little trot around. Trotting around, and there's a quest marker there, should we wish it. Really nice feature. Activate that, and there's a little orb that will take you to your quest. So, you know, lovely feature, nice little sort of quality of life meeting with a sort of magical ability. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, you can see that sort of saturation mask fading in and out there, can't you? Yeah, and it's a really interesting landscape. Look at all that. It's very dreamy, isn't it? Very ethereal. Yeah, and you know, I've not really done much on this, but I've done one of the other modes. My son and I have been playing. It's called the Circuit, and all sorts of lots of interesting different mission modes and stuff. And we've been playing a mode called the Circuit, I believe. All sorts of interesting modes. Maybe I'll, you know, do that in a future video. A lot of orb collecting, which was very reminiscent of, you know, some of the earlier 2D games from way back where you're collecting experience orbs and stuff. But mixing it in with some of the existing modes in Warframe. So I love the design. You know, it's really interesting game modes. But what's caught my eye is this road here. What a lovely surface that is, isn't it? Let's get off the horse and have a little look there. That looks great. It's very chunky, isn't it? Yeah, that's nice. Chop, 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 chop. Yeah, right, back on the horse. And this horse beast has a rather cool feature. Wings. So, you know, this is like the Arkwing, I suppose, isn't it? But how cool is that, you know? You can have a fly around. I really like that. And, oh yeah, you can see the sort of edge of the landmass there, isn't it? So it's all kind of weird and floating and, you know, strange. But quite nice as well. I like the sort of, it's also a bit sculpted and fluted. Yeah, oh, let's go through there. That looks cool, doesn't it? Lots of ins and outs. You know, again, I think Digital Extremes really, you know, pulled a great update out of the bag with this one. Really nice. And, you know, of course, don't forget, every time you play it, you know, it's not going to be this green sort of tinge. I think it would be a bit tiresome if it was green all the time. But, you know, it's always got a different vibe in the atmosphere. But check that thing out there. Look at that. Like some sort of monster spaceship coming out of hyperspace or something. It's awesome. I don't know what it is, but it looks great. And that Eye of Sauron peeking out there. Yeah, I don't know what that is. But it is also, I've clearly got a lot to learn about it, haven't I? You know, and I can't wait to do more. You know, I mean, Warframe just really feels like a game you could play almost for the rest of your life and still keep finding new stuff. You know, it's so varied, so interesting. It puts many games to shame. You know, like most games, they've got one theme, haven't they? You know, that you're doing a certain thing, or it's telling a certain story, and you know, that's pretty much it, isn't it? You know, it's got its one theme, and that's what it's doing. Whereas Warframe has just got all these different systems within the overall arch of the game. And so you can never get bored with it. You just always got something to do. Oh, check out that colour sort of masking there. Very evident there, isn't it? You know, you can see it sort of scrolling around. I guess the further away you get from it, it kind of gets more obvious what it's doing. It's a little bit less smooth, I suppose, from what I can see. But it's an ever-shifting sort of... Yeah, there you go. You can see a bit of flicker in there going on. Okay, I guess they're loading in a sort of mask. Slightly sort of rough there, isn't it? But oh, there we go. Get your wings back, laddie. There we are. But you know, that's fine, isn't it? I don't mind all that. I love all those clouds on the horizon. You know, I mean, God knows what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, as I said, I'm really looking forward to finding out more about it. It's great. It's almost like some sort of, you know, in between space between life and death, or, you know, birth and life, or something like that. Again, ethereal just keeps coming to mind. Yeah, so yeah, I think I'll just leave it there, really. You know, it's a nice sort of quick intro to the other open world environments that I just wanted to have a look at, really, having done Plains of Eidolon and Orb Valis. So we've got a nice sort of, you know, set of 4 fairly big open worlds, and you can always sort of come and have a look at them. It's great. And I think next time I want to do a railjack video. And that's another thing that we've been playing. I'm really getting into. You know, I've had a railjack, which is basically your own spaceship that you can do missions with, and it can be crewed with up to 4 people, or you can have some AI crew. I mean, my son and I play, and we have some AI crew manning different stations like weapons and repair, repelling borders, jumping out of the ship on your railjack, and, you know, destroying other ships, taking over other ships, boarding other ships in space, boarding space stations. Oh my god, it's so good. And yeah, I've been all over that, so that's going to be quite an exciting video, and I look forward to that. So, but yeah, I'll leave that for next time. So thank you for joining me on this 3rd episode of Warframe. I look forward to the next one, so I'll catch you then. All right, so see you later. Bye.